Hi beautiful peeps. Thank you so much for the new subscribers. A few die-hard fans that watch the videos through to the end. My die-hard tribe. I'm very, very grateful for all the support and the beautiful comments that I've been received recently. And yeah, let's take 3 big deep breaths in, eh? And release. Big deep breath in. And release. One last time. And release. Just gonna have a look at these angels and ancestors. I was at the gym this morning and I was communing with my Heavenly Father. He's been in my, so there's a thing in the deck here actually about the Sky Father. So if he comes out, he comes out. But obviously he was talking about his son being Jesus. So we'll just see. Let's just see if the message wants to come out or whether I just go to a bit more of the Mary Magdalene book, actually, revealed, which, no, well, you know me, just go with the flow. It's the best way to live, I find. Right, what messages, Spirit Team, you want me to share? Oh, wise one. Okay, anything else? Okay. One more round. Okay. There's some mother on the bottom of the deck. The fact that medicine, mother, honor your inner knowing. The wise one and the oracle, wait for important information. So you may be getting downloads, new information as it comes in. Just learn to ground it, don't rush it. Because often this information can be new, but and exciting, but it kind of has to take effect on the body and the cellular structure, is what I feel. As the warrior, be fearless and stand strong. And the shield maiden, make plans and focus. It's pretty much what the last, we've got the high priestess on below that as well. Just curious as to see what's on there. Oh, it's spring. Yeah, well, it's not spring here, but over in the other, over in England it will be. And other places. Wise. Have a look. Wise one. Knuckle down. Be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insights from your elders. The wise one represents the wisest aspect of the goddess, the crone. In paganism and modern Wicca, the crone is the fiercest, most psychic, and most aware aspect of the goddess because she has been through many of life's challenges and overcome many setbacks. On this card, the raven in her hands represents the capacity to overcome the darker times and be reborn again and again. So she helps you to tap into wisdom to overcome whatever life throws at you. Wisdom being the information stored in your soul rather than the knowledge acquired in this lifetime, and to learn from the experience of your elders. So yeah, it's in your DNA. I take from that too. It's within you. Extended message. The wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking: commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you are being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your tasks and projects. It can be very easy to get bored or overwhelmed, but persevere. You are being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability. And that is not who you were born to be. So keep working on what you're working on, because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run. There you go. So write down your, basically your manifestations of what you're trying to create, and keep working towards it every day. Every day you can get one step closer. I know for me, I've got a list that seems to keep being added to. And you have to just pace yourself. Just keep ticking off the things that you want to achieve. Oracle, wait for important information. Be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. The Oracle is the truth speaker and insight bringer of this deck. The ancestor who will be your best outspoken girlfriend. We all need those. Someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear to move forward. In this deck, she is reminiscent of the Oracle of Delphi, a psychic priestess of ancient Greece who was able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all you can see and gather information in order to make an accurate evaluation of your current situation. Angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You are being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves, because at the moment you are letting your wants get in the way of your needs. There is an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you are willing to truly open your eyes. If you've been waiting for further information about a choice, you have to make or action. Let me read that again. If you've been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. Yeah. Trust the wave you came in on. Time's not running out. That's one of my videos. All right, Shield Maiden. Let's have a look. Have a plan or strategy in place before moving forward. Here we go. It's basically a continuation, isn't it? Oh, look, I'm in the same colours today, kind of. The Shield Maiden is the female knight in shining armour. In Viking traditions, women were seen as equal to men, and so joined them on their raids and fought with them on the battlefield. In this deck, the Shield Maiden brings a fiercely feminine energy, the power to be a warrior while retaining feminine sensitivity. She is ready to put her plan into action. She's ready to go into battle. Her medicine helps us move beyond any unsettling feelings when our plans start to take shape, and follow through with our strategies in order to be where we want to be. Shield Maidens worked together in times gone by to create shield walls of protection. So she also shows us how to work with others in order to bring our plans to fruition. Yeah. Taking some time to assess what your next steps will be. All great warriors have a plan. You are a sensitive being, and if you are not prepared for the task you are taking on, you could end up feeling exposed and helpless. The ancestor guidance that is coming to you now is a reminder that you have a warrior's heart and that you have it within you to be more prepared and focused than you have been recently. So have a strategy in place and then let your guide support you as you move forward. Yeah. And then we've got the warrior. So I guess as you've allowed this to sink in, and you've embodied the wise one, the oracle, a shield maiden. Be fearless and stand strong. Don't back down. Make your opinions heard. Don't settle for second best. A warrior is anyone who is ready and willing to know themselves and do what needs to be done in order to get where they want to be. In this deck, the warrior embodies fierce, primal love. The warrior within, the energy you can call on to protect yourself, even if you don't think you love yourself. If you are exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are in fact acts of fierce love. Although the warrior in this card is surrounded by darkness, he is of the light. The warrior within is made of light and has the capacity to shine even more brightly when facing darkness head on. Ooh, I know that feeling. I don't know about you. You got the knuckle too. It's very New Zealand looking actually. The symbolism on this. If you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you are on the verge of something big. Perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, know that you are being guided to call up your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. That went through my head today, actually, just tonight. I thought to myself, I'm there for me, and I'm always there for me. Funny that, isn't it? So no matter what pain you've experienced, the people that you've had to shut out because they weren't for your highest and best good or had their intentions were certainly not loving, their actions spoke a different story to their words, should we say. You're there for you. You're always going to be there for you because you're in this meat suit. Aren't you? I'm just going to mention about Ariella. Ariella, they sing in America. I don't know whether you've seen her or not, with her husband, Nicholas. He plays the guitar. But I see I've got about 15% of Americans on my channel. So, those that are subscribed anyway. And yeah, they've got this song, I love you more every day. More every day. More every day. However it goes. I love you more every day. Go check them out. They're really, really cool. I love their music, and they look like soulmates anyway. doing their thing. The divine counterparts setting the world on fire with their music. It's really quite nice. What else to do tonight? I don't know really whether I want to go into that tonight, to be fair. I think we'll take a I'm just feeling calm tonight. It's really nice. I don't think this needs to be long tonight. I just feel, yeah, content really. Just allow things unfold. I think that's what we've just read really, is just allow new information to come in and ground it within your energy field. Open your heart. Accept the new insights. And then slowly act on them. Let's have a look. What else? Mary Magdalene, can you offer us something from these cards? Ooh, okay. There's quite a few, but you see I've got itchy ear and itchy nose and itchy scalp. Be clearing things away. Oh, beloved. Love never ends. Even your twin flame, I don't know. I can see why other, you can have divine counterparts. And, my husband was very much I believe he was like a divine counterpart. But he introduced me to my twin flame. And, yeah, there's 3 lots that are like counterpart energy, look. But yeah, divine counterparts. The person that you've had free will to choose to be with, to grow. No judgment here on the twin flame journey. There is no, it's true love. Should I talk about that? For me, like, there is no one else on my radar that remotely comes close to my twin flame. And I'm just grateful, like we were reading the other day about for me wanting to just focus on I'm in the stage of just wanting to focus on the things that I can do for myself and feel guided to. I've certainly got plenty of purpose ahead of me. Yeah. Beloved, love never ends. True love, all exists through love. And then the witness, I am fully seen. I think that's the thing, you mirror your twin, but you'll fully see each other. And it's funny, isn't it? Because you'll put up with, it's not put up with, you will embrace your twin like no other. Not physical, well, could be physical, but in your heart, there is, it's that red string of fate. You're always connected. I personally haven't been called to remotely step outside of that. I'm not aware of, like I said, anyone that remotely triggers my abundant healing, or anyway. I think you twins all know what I'm on about. A beloved, in my experience, is not a love that can be contrived. Yeah, it's not a contrived love. Meaning we can't force anyone to become beloved to us. It's a love that's gifted. It's a love that comes from within. Mary and Christ, in my deep belief, are beloveds. A beloved relationship moves along a different timeline, or outside of time altogether. There are relationships that move along a linear trajectory. We meet. We work to get to know each other, to build trust. We grow the love and friendship over time. A beloved, though, is remembered. The relationship doesn't feel linear. It's as if this person is someone we have always known. It's as if some part of us that could never be pointed to or even named precisely is now whole, simply from the presence of this person restored to our lives. We feel seen, we feel known. And it's not a love that's earned. It's just there, as if we were born with the capacity to recognize it. As if we were here on this earth in order to meet this beloved incarnate. We can only recognize the beloved from within us. We know when this other person has entered our lives because of the massive shift that happens internally. And though we cannot force or manipulate meeting this beloved, we can, right now, in this moment, cultivate what it feels like to be fully loved. Death cannot separate beloveds. The form of the relationship radically shifts, becomes subtle rather than incarnate, but continues to grow and increase after death. Beloveds cannot be separated in death from each other because they are not separate from each other in life either. A beloved can never leave us because the beloved exists primarily within. We can give ourselves now in this moment to the love we hope to one day live into, the love that brings forth more of the truth of who we already are. A beloved is also who we can be to ourselves. I think that's what I was trying to say. I'm my own beloved. And fierce protector and knight in shining armour. I'm just quite happy to step into my masculine role. I've had to the last 4 years after my husband died. And become quite the little warrior. A beloved is also who we can be to ourselves. When we love ourselves unconditionally, we create new potential, new life, and exponential hope. Love only ever increases from within us. Love is what never ends. That's right. When I was that song, I love you more every day. You know, and there's something about even my relationship with my husband that I love him more. You know, it doesn't dwindle. I think love just expands, you know, who you give it to. And yeah, I enjoyed that time. But equally, oh, that was the other thing. Heavenly Father was very active in my mind and thoughts this morning, and I was having a commune with him, which it was quite special because it was at the gym of all places. But it made me think how God actually can mask what I remember sometimes. If it's not ready to come out, like it's almost like, you know, I'm trying to retrieve something that was a kernel for me, and he made me laugh this morning because it was like, oh, you just told me something really, really awesome. I want to remember it, God. And God's like, it'll come out when it's meant to. And I'm like, so you're veiling it from me. Yes, Caroline. I'm like, oh, just prove it to me then. Just tell me what it is again, just to be now, what I just thought. And then it came back in again, right? I mean, this might sound a bit cuckoo, but it's not. And you can have this kind of conversation. You're a co-creator with divine. They're internal within you. And I just found it really endearing. Anyway, yeah, the thought came back in. Am I allowed to share it? The thought was, it was about Jesus, actually. The thought about Jesus was that God, you know how God's got the land and that, like, you know, the earth is God's, right? Or the creator. And that we're to tend to it, you know, looking after the land, we're to tend to it. And it was about, this is probably why I wasn't supposed to talk about it, but no, it was about that he sent, you know, so he had his land and he had people working on it, and obviously he sent servants to go and get, you know, to receive from those that were tending to the land, and they mistreated them, didn't they? They sent, I think he sent a couple and they mistreated them. And then he said, right, oh, well, I'll send my beloved son. They will honor him. And, but they didn't. They killed him because they knew he was the heir. I thought to myself about the authority that we've been thinking. I was thinking, isn't that so the Matrix? Matrix is set up where you own the land, right? I'm kind of all obsessed with it because that's the way the system's been created, isn't it? But it's all created by God. It's all given to us. I don't know. But it made me think actually about the gods and, you know, ye are gods and goddesses. Is it not said in your scriptures that ye are gods and goddesses? Remember that verse? Come on, you biblical people. Ye are gods and goddesses. Right, how far did I get? I think I read all that, did I? Right, true love. Who doesn't want a bit of true love? I'm very aware that my brain's scattered today. All exists through love. It's important to know that love laced with lack and ego is nothing ever to be ashamed of. It's important to know that love laced with lack and ego is nothing ever to be ashamed of. So there you go. Repeat this statement several times if needed. The whole point of being here is to be fully human. I think this is where I'm at with my twin flame journey, because we're very human. We're very different. But there's a bond. There's a sacred bond that unites us. And I really felt that I've committed to pouring that unconditional love into myself, first and foremost, right? So I'm balancing both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. But there's equally parts of me that feels like a warrior in search to help my twin on a battlefield. I don't know whether this is going to resonate with anyone, but that's how it felt to me today. And like I said, there's no one comes close to anything that I have with my twin. Interestingly enough, under our birth signs, if you want to look at our horoscope line, we're both the death card. So we're both very much the art of death and rebirth. I don't know how many times I've gone through deaths and rebirths in my life to build myself back up. In a world which wouldn't acknowledge what goes on in my head. Can you hear me? Okay, so this means we will fall in love with the wrong people. Okay, I wasn't expecting that bit, but anyway, that bit. This means we will be too terrified to love the right people. Okay. We will do all the wrong things, and this is what's meant to happen. So it's brave to break your heart wide open. It's brave to dare to love. Yeah. My heart's been cracked open with my twin. He's completely cracked it open. But it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's only in our messy, mixed up and wildly imperfect attempts at loving that we can practice expanding our capacity to love. We try and fall and try again to love and be loved. And in that effort, over time and with mercy, we begin to let love reach within us where it has never been before. Maybe you've given love to your twin that they've never, ever, ever in their wildest dreams ever received in their whole darn life. And that is part of the problem. We begin to forgive ourselves and others for things we had judged unforgivable. Yeah, been there. You get to the point, you're like, right, I've had enough of this twin. Yeah, whatever, Caroline. We begin to see that love is an energetic exchange, a flow, and that miraculously, somehow, the more we give, the more we receive. Well, don't know about the receiving yet, but to me and my spirit team, yes, I still receive. So it kind of makes up for any lack that end. And we begin to see that this may be the whole point to be here. feeling all the possible love we could feel, and without any control or contriving, we give it all away. Yeah. Knowing as we do, trusting even, that this inner source of love that we are giving from is actually inexhaustible. The Gospel of Philip says the companion, Quinones, of the Son is Miriam of Magdala. The teacher loved her more than all the disciples. He often kissed her on the mouth. This is talking about Jesus and Mary Magdalene, the love that they had. They often were kissed. They kissed each other on the mouth. So they were definitely in union. If we take this scripture to heart, we realise that Mary and Christ were spiritual partners, companions. Hallelujah. We realise that the love between them was meant to be a teaching on the power and possibility of true human love. Greatest of all these things is love. That's why I've got that Ariella song. Go and check it out. Seriously, it's so good. Like, I love you more every day. The Gospel of Philip also says, love refuses nothing and takes nothing. It is the highest and vastest freedom. All exists through love. This is the form of love I believe Christ and Mary shared. A love that is more than love. A love that is the highest and fastest freedom. A love that makes all things possible. That's how I see it. It's not about a commitment or an entrapment. It's about just loving and being and yeah. Witness. I am fully seen. Mary, Christ says when he sees her at the empty tomb. And in hearing her name, in his voice, Mary immediately recognizes who is standing before her. Rabboni, Mary exclaims. This word Rabboni is ancient Hebrew for teacher. Mary has witnessed Christ's most profound truth. Love is stronger than death. What was I talking about? Death and rebirth. They're the epitome of it. Isn't it so beautiful? How could we have missed this out? Like, how could this have been missed out? Well, we all know why, because of the Matrix, right? The powers that even Jesus had issues with. I know enough. They stand then for a timeless moment together, face to face, seeing and being seen. I think that's so romantic, is that you see each other's soul and love. And I think that moment, I don't know. I just think it's so beautiful. Ariella and Nicholas do that too. Go and check them out. Anyone would think I was getting, paid to advertise them, but they're brilliant. I love her voice. She's got another one that they do. What's the other one? Maybe, I think, or something like that. Shoulda. I know there's shoulda, coulda, woulda within it. Anyway, right. They stand then for a timeless moment together, face to face, seeing and being seen. This is the fulfillment of love, from 1 Corinthians 13, verse 12. Chapter 13, verse 12. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. That's a twin. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. It's a miracle and a mystery that allows one person to truly see another. The reciprocity of this full vision of seeing and being seen by another is sacred and graced. You can't force yourself to see someone entirely for all that they are. It's a moment that exists in soul time, kairos. And the reciprocity of this full vision requires that we reveal our truest self. So both counterparts need to reveal their truest selves. They might not have done it to themselves. So always reveal yourself to yourself. First and foremost, get acquainted with self. We can't be fully witnessed by someone, by a beloved, unless we are fully revealing all that we are. It's a rare and holy moment. It's a diamond that's finally made